Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you just joining us, my name is Alfred, and this is Capital City Aquatics. And today we're going to be doing a update on some fish that I've just recently received. It's my blue Moscow guppies. So for those of you that might have seen the earlier video, I received a few weeks back some purple dragon guppies. They were an import that I received. Unfortunately, with those particular guppies, things did not go quite so well. I'm going to chalk it up to perhaps a weaker strain of the guppies, or the fish that I received were not as healthy as I would have liked, and despite my best efforts, those fish all unfortunately passed away. So I reached out to the person I purchased them from, and I was able to work out another deal with him for these blue Moscow guppies. And I could tell right from the beginning that these were definitely a healthier strain of fish that he has. And so far with this particular guppy, things have been going very well. As you can see here, good size on them. They are obviously juveniles, I would say, or young adults, and their coloration for them is quite nice. I have 2 males and 3 females in this tank, and I've been feeding them a variety of foods. I have flaked foods that I've been feeding them. I've also been feeding them some Cobalt Aquatics guppy granular food. And then I've been feeding them frozen baby brine shrimp. And I've also been feeding them some of the Flugel bug bites, the tropical fish formula. They like all of the foods. They've been easily accepting everything I'm giving them with no problems, and they're starting to put on some mass, which is what you're looking for when you're trying to breed. And I've just recently noticed, as of this morning, when I took a further look at my tank, that I do have some fry in there. You could see there's 2 of them. I've only seen 3 so far, and the adults don't seem to bother them. Now, because my females are young, I'm assuming that there wasn't many fry to begin with, but you know, as they mature and get bigger, they will definitely have larger drops of fry, which would obviously be a good thing. Now, one thing I do have in this tank that helps for the survival of the fries is I do have some floating plants, as well as a number of other plants here at the bottom that provide adequate hiding spaces for the fry. I have my Java moss here in the back, which is an ideal hiding space for them. And there's, I'm sure, lots of biofilm and bacteria that they can go in there and eat. And I'm sure if I took a closer look in there, I might actually find 1 or 2 fry in there as well. And then you can see here on the intake for my hang-on back filter, I just took some filter media, a bag, and put it over top of my intake. That way I eliminate the risk of any of the fry being sucked into my hang-on back filter. The temperature I have for my tank is in the neighborhood of 75 to 80 degrees. I have my thermometer right here so I can monitor the temperature. And then I do my weekly water changes and my testing on this tank as well. It is a fairly heavily planted 20 gallon. My ammonia is typically 0 for this tank, which is what you want it to be. And my nitrites and nitrates are in the desired range as well. And they do seem to be getting along quite well with each other. I've been noticing more of the mating dances, I guess you can call them. Now, probably in another few weeks, the one thing I'll be doing is possibly removing the males from this tank to allow the females time to rest, because the males are in constant pursuit of the females, which is what you want if you are trying to get them to breed. But after the females have been impregnated, you also want to give them a break, and less stressful for them if they can just carry on their day until it's time for them to drop their fry. Or the company I got these shrimp from, I'll include a link below to his website, but again, excellent customer service. He has a variety of guppies from time to time that are available. I know he does ship to, I think it's New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Ontario. Yeah, you could reach out to him with any questions that you might have regarding the fish that he sells, but I've dealt with him now on a few separate occasions, and I've been happy every time. Like I said, the imports that I received from him last time, my purple dragons, it's always a risk that you take when you're getting imports from another country, is that they won't readily adapt to your water parameters. And again, there's always a risk of illness with any fish that you get, whether it's from a breeder or your local fish store or your big box store. There's always that possibility. If you've been in the hobby long enough, you can come to expect it. It's just part of dealing with live fish. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and set up a tank for your guppies, definitely recommend making sure that you have lots of place for the guppies to swim, as well as lots of places for them to hide, because they will need a break from time to time and just relax. So providing hardscape to break up line of sight gives it a good aesthetic look, and the fish can use that as reference points. Again, lots of plants. They'll graze on the biofilm or algae as well, and it provides a good hiding space for the fry. That's all for now. I certainly hope that you enjoyed this type of video. I would ask that you give it a like, Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification button so that the next time I come out with videos like this, you're aware.